The Alcott Arts Center has been a bright light in the Wyandotte community for decades. It was built in 1923 as an elementary school. Many generations within the same family went to this school. In the 1950s, the floods of Kansas City left hundreds of people homeless, and many of them were temporarily housed in the Alcott Center. Around 1976, it became an alternative high school, providing aid for students that needed that extra help. In the 1990s, the building became storage for the school district. Then, in 1999, the school district put the building up for sale, which brought the community together yet again. A group approached the school board proposing that the building be sold to an organization that would use the facilities to better the community, just like the building had always done. The building changed hands from organization to organization until 2002, when the last committee was contacted by a dance group for use of the space. This seemed like the right direction to go and was what all the groups had been looking for. And with time, it proved to be the right choice. Very quickly, the committee took the steps to become a non-for-profit, enabling them to use the space for the arts. Thus, opened the Alcott Arts Center as a Chapter 501 non-for-profit group. For years, the Alcott Center has been providing an outlet for artists of all types and ages. The Alcott has allowed many groups that usually could not get access to space to come in and brighten the hallways with life through their continuing events. A wide variety of events happen here, such as theater, silent auctions, gallery showings, and even a sketch comedy movie was filmed within these walls. The building is starting to become invaluable to the Wyandotte community yet again.
Let's hear it from Laura now in Kansas City, Kansas. Laura, what is your question for our guest?
Hi, I am a current board member of Alcott Arts Center, located at 18th and I-70, and I have a few questions regarding that Arts Center, considering all of the development and the construction that's going on around it. Are there plans to tear it down or perhaps build another center? I think that art is a concern for those of us interested in furthering that within the KCK community. Alcott itself has become a launch point for several children's programs, artists, musicians. These people have then gone on to present their work throughout the greater metro area.
So what about this art center?
Well, the Alcott Arts Center is a great, if you haven't been there, it's a wonderful place. I was most recently there during the Big Read. We had the Big Read in Wyandotte County. I think that's going on in Kansas City, Missouri now. And, there was an all-night, all-day reading session at the Alcott Arts Center of The Grapes of Wrath, and I was the kickoff reader. So I think it's a great place. We're doing a great retail development at 18th and I-70. The first new grocery store in Kansas City, Kansas in 30 years is being built there. We're moving a lot of dirt. We're making changes to that corner. I think it's really important that we are. And by the way, an abandoned truck stop and a motel that was not something positive for the community are no longer located there. We want to work with an asset like the Alcott Center that's a positive part of neighborhood life, and I think we're headed down that path. If their desire is to stay in their building, we don't have plans to move them anywhere. If they're looking for a different opportunity, we love to talk to. So they're absolutely a community asset for us, and they reach far beyond, by the way, just the neighborhood they serve. They're dealing with and helping children all over the Kansas City, Kansas area, and I'm thankful for that. So.
Excellent.
As soon as you walk through the doors of the Alcott Arts Center, you can really feel their mission statement: to nurture artistic talent. There's a great atmosphere created by all the artwork in the various classrooms. And the Alcott Arts Center appeals to a wide range of people and groups, such as local community theater groups who don't have a place to call home, or just need a space to rehearse in or to perform in. At the Alcott Center, these needs can be fulfilled. And for a number of local artists, the Alcott provides an opportunity to showcase their work, when otherwise they might have to wait a long time to get exposure. To the local schools, the Alcott's a building where they can hold extracurricular activities in a place where parents know their children are safe. And next year, the Alcott is going to start providing more services open to the public, including classes on drawing, photography, acting, and other artistic endeavors. Oh, and for the truly adventurous, The Alcott's haunted. Sometimes they have classes on how to hunt for ghosts. The classes fill up, the plays sell out, and the gallery showings are successful. And although the Alcott Arts Center is a non-for-profit, they don't rely on grants, which means they keep their doors open whether or not those grants keep coming in. Instead, the Alcott relies on people to keep it going by donating their time, their ideas, and sometimes money or necessary building equipment. Because the Alcott Arts Center provides an outlet for the community. It's a place where people can go and make a difference for themselves and others. In fact, if you would like to contribute to the Alcott Arts Center, just get in contact with one of their many associates, and they'll connect you to someone who can help you determine how to make your donation count. Isn't that right, Chris?
Yes, Rachel. All they have to do is call 913-233-2787.
Yes, Chuck.
Hey, remember to tell them we're a 501c3.
Well, Chuck, I think you just did. That's Chuck and Chris. They help run the Alcott and organize all of the events. At this time, the Alcott Arts Center is looking to expand in a multitude of ways. Right now they're seasonal because their boiler's broken, and they've spent the last several years trying to raise enough money for a new boiler, and they already have a local group willing to install it. Once the boiler is in place, there are a number of winter events they'd like to provide. The local schools want to hold more activities here, and even some of the colleges would like to hold classes within their walls. Oh, and Chuck and Chris really want to put on a Christmas event. The Alcott Arts Center will get these things accomplished, but you can help them get there faster. Maybe you'd like to teach a class, or become a sponsor and help provide necessary equipment for the building, or if someone just happens to have a boiler lying around. But even if you don't have a boiler or much money, that's okay. Just grab a couple of friends and come on down to the Alcott for one of their events and enjoy your evening.